And we are live. Man, here in beautiful Colorado, we're alongside the Colorado River. Got one of my closest friends, Ryan, with me. Man, it's beautiful, man. This is
What a day.
yeah.
What a day.
This morning, just we're having our coffee, just talking about resilience and you know, battling back to, you know, in any capacity, you know, whether it's work, personal,
Yeah.
sports, whatever, which is in your case, work. You know, it's
Yeah.
just, you know, you've been through so much with your 14 surgeries. That's, you know, 14 more than millions of people have ever had. You know,
Yeah.
and just was something that is such a high amount of having to battle back, so to speak. If you've only had a couple
Yeah.
or one, that's traumatizing in its own right.
For sure.
But you know, just the route that you've been on and the journey that you've had, man, to lead to where you are right now in the space, the mental space that you're in. I don't think you would change. You know, you told me earlier you wouldn't change a thing. I mean, it's just it's created this untouchable, you know, just mentality of I'm gonna be all right. You know. And,
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you start looking at what you do have and not what you don't, you know, for so many years when I'm going through all these surgeries, I'm sitting back like, oh man, I'm missing out on baseball. I'm not doing what I love to do. But like, it was so hard for me to see what I actually had. And what I had was, you know, an amazing support system, amazing friends. I've made it to the major leagues. I've been to the top. Yeah, I saw it going differently, but think of how many things in life we see going one way, and then the next thing you know, it goes somewhere else. So yeah,
Right.
that's pretty much the gist of really what I've honed in on, especially since I've moved here to Colorado to get my knee right on surgery number 14. Like, I'm looking at what I do have, and you know, I got a lot of really, really good things in my life, and
yeah.
you know, it was really nice to look at it that way.
Yeah, and that's refreshing to hear you talk. And so like, it's not like a level of content, but just taking pride in the life that you've worked to achieve so far, and it's just getting started.
I know.
And
Right.
I know, dude.
It's just beginning.
I know, man, and it's like, it's just, yeah. I've always been a big believer in you, but like it's I don't know, man. It's just got that special feeling because it's of your you know, your headspace, where your head's at right now. Just completely different dude than you were when I first met you
Yeah.
in the Chicago clubhouse, and then not only that, a couple years ago, face to face, when you moved to
Yeah.
Venice in the off season, kind of just you know, grabbing food for the first time, and then I've seen a change just knowing you in the small amount of time that I have, and it's beautiful, man, because it's just the lesson to be learned from that is one of perspective and that's, man, can you imagine if everybody, there's no problem. You can't. What is there to complain about as long as we're here moving and breathing and chewing and smiling and, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't shake that mentality when you have a level of perspective, because what, you know, traffic,
Oh man,
you know, certain things like that. Throw on some music. We're here.
dude.
You know how many fucked up things happen to people daily that,
Oh my God.
you know,
I know.
just wrong place, wrong time,
It's just like,
and that's just something that it's I mean, that you have the ultimate perspective, you know.
yeah. I mean,
It's-
comparatively though, even 14 surgeries later, there are such a, you know, there's a percentage of humans out there that have had it so much harder than me. And it, you know, for a long time, I felt like, you know, my world was collapsing with all the injuries. And now, honestly, man, like, I don't really think I would take a second back. I really wouldn't. Like,
Yeah.
and the thing that we talked about today, we were talking about, oh, how cool was it to reach the big leagues? how cool is it to get back? What's really going to be cool to me, no matter if I get back to the show and do what I think I can do in my 30s, what'll be really cool for me is just the fact that I tried, man.
Yeah.
Like, no one's ever going to be able to say
What
that
if?
they're never going to be able to say what if with me, ever. No one's going to be able to say that. And for me, that is a beautiful thing. And I'm so proud of myself now. Whereas, again, before, I didn't see that. And something happened over the last 8 months where this mental shift has gone down. I'm really content each day. My stress levels, my anxiety, without any medicine, it's been a mindset. It's a choice for me. It was like, I always heard that, like, oh, you can make a choice thing, and I didn't believe it, but now I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe that you can make a mental choice and change the way your days in life are. That's what I think.
Everyone out there is going to want to know what it was,
It really wasn't anything, man. I was like, I'm sitting in my apartment after a recent breakup that was really hard for me, as you know.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there, and I just like was sad and lonely, and I just had this moment where I was like, dude, you clearly need to love yourself. So let's think about yourself right now. Like, you just broke up with somebody. It was super hard, but you were an honest, faithful, compassionate, loving dude, and you made a man's choice. And looking back at the rest of my life, that was essentially what I had been working towards up to that moment. And when I realized I'm a man, I'm really a man now. That was the one moment I'm sitting there in Vail, and I was like, dude, I'm a man. I got great things. I've been, I've had structure in my life. I've worked really hard. I have my health for the most part. It's gravy. And it was like a boom, like it just smoked me.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
here we are, man, sitting in this hot spring together, making a video, and
Oh, yeah.
life is good.
I know, dude.
I got nothing to complain about, man.
Oh, man.
You know how many people would kill to be here right now?
Yeah.
Doing this,
Yeah.
So, I have a friend, Ryan Westmoreland, who I speak about often. And this guy was supposed to be the next coming of the center fielder for the Red Sox, and he had a brain aneurysm, and he lost it all.
What?
So, yeah, this guy, he's an amazing kid. He's now a coach in Rhode Island for his high school team. And I every day I go out there and do whatever I'm doing. You know how much he would kill if he had 14 surgeries?
Yeah.
And still have a chance to get back?
Yeah.
He'd take my situation any day of the week. So who am I to complain?
Yeah.
I'm not going to complain anymore. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm done complaining. I have a great life.
Yeah.
Again, it's so, yeah. When I was rehabbing some of my injuries with the Red Sox, and he actually was trying, he actually went from having a brain aneurysm to having brain surgery to losing feelings in his hand and his legs. He made it all the way back and had a professional at bat. And then unfortunately it actually happened to him again. So
What?
Yeah, he got all the way back to being able to hit in a live baseball game after, surgeries on end. He had plastic surgery to fix, things in his face that were messed up.
Yeah.
This guy gets back, and then it happens to him again. And he lost it all. He lost his entire chance to play baseball. So, that kid inspires me on the daily, man.
Yeah.
There's not a day that goes by where I'm sitting in the training room, at PT, and my knee is a little stiff. And I'm like, I bet Westy would like his knee to just be stiff right now. And
That's really cool.
Yeah, and I lived with him as well. We lived together. We got to know each other.
You say you text him every now and then?
Yeah.
Just kind of text him?
Text him
What he
every-
inspires a little?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I could text him every day, really, because every
Yeah.
single day, it's like, hey, Westy, just want you to know I'm doing this for you.
That's
And,
awesome.
Yeah, I hope,
What does he say?
he loves it. And
Yeah.
we'll talk about life. He's, like I said, dude, he's coaching baseball at his old high school. He's got a girlfriend. He's happy. It's really a beautiful thing. So if he can be happy, most of us can be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can find beauty in
Anything.
it's just mindset, and
Yeah.
how you're able to deal with certain situations that come up in your life that, unexpected, or a flat tire or whatever. How do you handle that,
Yeah.
How do you handle it? You see
Well,
true colors of people.
You have a flat tire, at least you have a spare. That's what you have.
Yeah.
Right? It's like,
I'm about to jump in that river.
are you?
Oh, yeah.
Is it cold?
Freezing. Thanks for joining, guys.
Have a good one. Peace.
All right.